podcasts, Athlete Things, Road to Worlds 2024, Lithuania. I'm Bobby Tan from Performotion, and joining us today as our guest speaker, we have Jackson Stubberfield. Stubby, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, Stubby is our APA 120 plus super heavyweight national champion for 2024. So, just a quick touch. How do you feel about your performance at Nets? Just a brief one. Then we can dive into it later.
I mean, pretty weird to not be stoked with a day where you get 2 PBs, but I'm feeling medium about it. It's the easiest way to put it, I guess. Yeah. So not too happy about how way squats went, but bench PB is always nice. Deadlift PB. It's a big surprise, actually. So learned a lot from it. So yeah.
Awesome. So, Stubby, you've been coached by Kelly for more than 2 years, right?
Yeah, about 2.5. So yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have gone through two nationals, one world.
Yep.
A couple of states.
Yep. 2 nationals, 1 worlds. Won both Nats. Didn't win worlds.
Kelly, you hear that?
One day.
Yeah. Jesus, watch out.
Mate, it's a good guy to chase down, isn't it?
Yeah. How's the experience with Kel?
Loving it. The biggest thing I can talk about is how much I've changed as an athlete. I think when I first started with Kelly, I was just a strong bloke who can lift a lot, but technique let me down a fair bit. I'd miss a lot of lifts in comp. I just eat a lot as well. So I've always been big, but I just sort of didn't really know what I was doing, but sort of, fell my way into an 850 total. So I was still strong, but I think, I think working with Kelly's just sort of turned me into the athlete that I could be.
Right.
And it's still progress too.
Getting all the little things done, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm glad she can
change
keep you
the
accountable.
perspective.
Man. Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm glad she can keep you accountable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Best person for it.
Yeah. I know that myself too. So, all right. So let's talk about your competition history, because as a 120 plus, you tend not to get a lot of competitors, right?
No. So I think locally, I probably had only a few comps with competitors in there.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a tough weight class, to be honest. It's
that's the
it really is. Yeah, I mean it's tough to maintain. It's a lot, and I think a lot of people might be on the borderline, and then they just decide to make it down to 120s instead as well.
Yeah. So, do you feel like that the lack of competitors and competition has sort of taken the pressure off when it comes to competing in general?
I don't think anyone can put as much pressure on themselves as I do.
Right. Tell me more.
Yeah, so I don't know. When I first started, you're talking about my history. I think my first total was 670.
Right.
I think I had that day, and I saw Leo in the 74s totaling 700 or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this guy, so I can't weigh double him and
not total as much as him, right?
No. So, and then I think 8 weeks later I did 700 for the first time.
Yeah.
And that felt huge. And then that qualified me for my first nationals, and that's where I've had my first competition. So, I put on 50 kilos on my total in that time. So I had no idea what I was doing. Squatting in heels, biggest yank deadlift you've ever seen. But, it was had this weird half soft touch, half sink bench. I don't know.
What was that about?
I'll show you a video later. Yeah,
all right.
dig your way through. But that combo came up against the first competition I've ever seen, and that was a guy called Dan Curry, who totaled 880. And at that time, I was just like, oh my God. I didn't, I'd never seen anyone squat 300 kilos, and he, came out, and I think he opened at like 320.
Right.
And I was like, it's unbelievable. I can't wait to do
the
it.
platform with him.
Yeah, I know. I guess that's the cool thing about a weight class is that, if you are going to get into it, you can share the platform with people pushing the limit like that too.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that opened my eyes to what you can see. And, from there I've been chasing what I can. I guess competition wise, yeah, if there's competition, I love it. I love the pressure to execute. But, you've got to make do with what you can. I can't force people to eat and come up or anything. So.
Yo, go to 120 plus, man.
I'll just start gaslighting people. Like, you look hungry.
Yeah. You look a little slim today.
Yeah. Have some carbs, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ever since working with Kelly, right?
Yeah.
You've added a lot to your total. So, at States, you hit a massive 810. And
which States was that one?
2022, I believe. The one before that. Yeah. The nationals at the basketball court.
I think that was the basketball courts now.
Oh boy. I'm going to call it.
Yeah, so that was my first comp working with Kelly. It was an interesting time. I was coming off a pretty big injury. That was after, I think I won my first nationals. It was this weird, collated post-COVID thing we did.
Yeah.
Where it was one comp ran over 2 months in different states and different places, but I don't know.
Y'all have to make it work,
right? But I'd done pretty well in that, but I think this is the point where my lack of understanding was starting to come back to bite me. So I'd re-torn my quad before starting with Kelly. And I've got a history of knee injury, so that was really, really flaring up. So I had to get on top of that. But it's all stuff that, working with Kelly has really helped me on. My squat technique has changed quite a bit. If you scroll back on Instagram and have a look at that.
Yeah.
Had a real close stance thing going on. But yeah, no. So first comp was 810. Had a lot of stuff to get on top of with that too.
Yeah. It's fixable.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll actually, if you look at it too, my my body shape will start to change after that nationals to that states. So I started to learn how to not eat like an absolute idiot. Actually started doing steps.
Yeah.
That's been huge. I love that. Dog's thanking me for it. Yeah, no. So 810 was number one.
Yeah. Then we move on to national basketball court nationals.
Yeah, basketball court nats. Yeah. So that was probably the second comp I had with competition. The 120s had, I think, 8 people. It was a good day.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
And you came up on top.
Yeah. No, it was a good one.
Total. Yeah.
850. Yeah. So back doing what I do. And still lifting like an idiot. Hey, after squat, Kelly went up to me and said, mate, those shoes you're squatting in suck. I was like, oh, okay. And then after that, I'm like, hey, should I be squatting in orthotics? She's like, no. That's the worst thing.
Wait, you were squatting in orthotics this whole time?
Yeah, orthotics and bands, mate. Something just like bonehead strong, but
like the stupid strong.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's lessons to learn. So put them out, and suddenly I'm like, oh man, my feet feel so planted. Not just doing some
tripod.
Tripod, the tripod, man. How many times have you heard that?
Yeah.
Big day. I think that. Did I bench in the 200s that day or not quite?
I don't think you did hit 200 at Nats.
Oh, probably not.
No.
So I was working on soft touch then. It was something that
Right.
was a fun long experiment, but
And that was before the bench rule.
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't go soft touch for the bench rule though. Oh, I didn't swap because of the bench rule.
Right.
Well, deceptively long arms.
Do you swap because you were lifting like an idiot?
I just I couldn't figure out the soft touch properly. Hey? My body just yearned for the sink. I think it just no matter how hard I try. Yeah, just crush those ribs. That's all I wanted.
So after that, you got 850.
Yeah.
Malta.
I didn't know how to deadlift then either, by the way. I just figured it out. Yeah, this is just so everyone listening to this knows, this is no like insight on Kelly. It's more my lack of awareness with my own body. I still probably don't deadlift properly.
Oh my god! All right, we all hope you deadlift properly in Lithuania, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be there one day.
Yeah. So fast forward to Worlds, like your first international comp.
Yeah.
And your first, I would say, like, meet with competitors. Like you had competitors at nationals, but it wasn't as close or as like high level as compared to Worlds, right?
No, so, it was stacked in Worlds.
Yeah, Worlds. Worlds. You go to Worlds, it's the best are gonna be there. So
you gotta hope so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, went to Worlds and the world sucked. Like.
I'll get James to censor it out.
That's probably what Jesus is thinking. Hey, like, this is supposed to be the best in the world. Like, come on.
I just want to go to Sheffield, man. Just get me out of Worlds.
He's thinking, who's this like Aussie dude with long hair that's like trying to deadlift like that? Like,
yeah. So, how was Malta for you, man?
It was so much fun. Hey, like, putting a week into powerlifting was great. You know, got to hang out with a lot of friends. Got to make new friends from around the world.
Yeah. Do you still keep in contact with them?
Yeah. Mika from Singapore. Talked to him all the time.
Mika. Yeah.
Yeah. Mate energy. Yeah. Gonna catch up with him for a steak after Lithuania.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to him already. I'm asking him about shoes and stuff, but anyway. just telling him don't put your orthotics in them.
All right. So yeah, are you looking forward to catching up with your friends in Lithuania?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I don't know, like a part of powerlifting for me is about being super competitive, but I really do enjoy like the making friends side of it too.
Yeah, it's like the fun part of the journey, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's all about the friends you make along the way. Yeah. On the day I might look like angry or something like that, but it's probably because I can't like see what I've got my glasses off and all. So, you know, I'll probably just look grumpy, but yeah, like most part, I just want to meet people and have fun. So
yeah. So
excited about that part.
Yeah. So for Malta, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that there was a big shift in your mindset compared to like nationals in 2022?
Weirdly, I'll probably say after Malta.
After Malta.
Yeah.
So tell me more about it.
Do you remember when I talked about my first nationals and I saw, Dan Curry hitting 880? I thought that's unbelievable. Can't wait to do it.
You felt that again at Worlds?
Yeah, fires back, So I think I did 867 at Worlds.
Yeah.
Pretty happy. 9 for 9. Can't complain.
9 for 9. You PB'd all your lifts.
Yeah, but you're going out there and you're seeing blokes squatting 400 kilos.
Yeah.
And you're like, I've done nothing. Like this is what it's like, So I know the fire came back when I saw how far you could go. Didn't mean I didn't push into Malta, but I think I figured out more about my training, more about how to respond or how I respond in my training
and how to lift.
Communicate. Yeah, might have figured out how to deadlift.
Yeah, you were talking about.
It's actually my technique of deadlift has actually changed since Malta again, but I think we're sticking with this one. So
all right, awesome. So it's like the updated version.
yeah, I just want to be like the thicker Sam Butterworth, but I just haven't got the arms.
Sam, if you're listening, he wants to learn how to deadlift like you.
I try. Oh. But yeah, no. So I trained really hard going into Malta. We had a good team from WA going actually.
Yeah, there's Natalie.
Yeah, yep. Jonesy was there. I roommated with Jonesy at Malta, which was awesome fun. Yeah, went for some good coffees. Callum Gibbons went as well.
Yeah, the 93 battle was fun.
Yeah, I think that was everyone. I really apologize if I missed. Obviously, Nat as well. I don't think we missed anyone. But yeah, no, it was a good team. So, we would all train together when we could,
Yeah. Strength club? Or?
Yeah, bench at Strength Club, yeah.
Yeah.
Get some practice on the Alico. Say hi to Jasoff. Love Strength Club. Shout out to everyone there.
Yeah.
So, but, prep well, prepped hard. Had fun.
Did any of the knee niggles come back during the prep?
No, not during that one.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a bit there.
Yeah.
It just, it's just been back a bit more recently.
Right. So, post Worlds in Malta, you said you had your fire lit up, and you did amazing at stage, right? You hit like 900, like that was like the fourth guy,
fourth Australian, yeah.
That's it? Yeah. So that's huge, hitting it at WA States.
Yeah. It was
a
good day.
Yeah, it was a good day indeed. You went 9 for 9 again?
No, annoyingly, I missed my bench too, so it could have been more.
Oh, wow.
It's a bit of a joke in Australia for those listening to Triple J, but it's you're joking. It could have been higher. It should have been higher. Anyway, yeah, no, I got overexcited on bench and took a 10 kilo jump on the last one. Probably could have been more. Well, if they hit it, it would have been 910, but I probably should have taken a 5 and hit 905. But oh well.
Yeah,
I think I was thinking 2,000 pounds.
Right. So now 5 would be 2,000.
I think it's 912.
912. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See these little numbers that I'm chasing.
Yeah.
you
I assume that's your goal for Lithuania.
Oh, I bigger.
Awesome.
I don't know. I've always got I've always had the thought, like, set yourself a really big goal and then evaluate as you get closer. Like, I'm a grown up. I can handle Kelly saying, "Hey, mate, 1,000's a bit too soon for that." But
it's like 2,000 pounds, 1,000 Jesus.
Yeah, that's the jumps, right?
Yeah.
But no, I'll set a big goal, but I'll know going in what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more than 900 at Nats, but things didn't go that way. So
since we are post states already, let's talk about your performance at nationals.
Yeah, so, how far back do you want to
go? I mean, nationals. Earlier we did talk about it. We did touch on it briefly.
Yeah,
you were not the happiest, and basically you did hit 2 PBs in the bench and deadlift.
Yeah, and thank goodness, otherwise wouldn't be going.
Yeah, we also talk about that, and you did miss your second squat on depth.
Yes.
So after missing your second squat on depth, how were you feeling?
Real mixed bag, man. Your head does just give you all sorts in those things. So, one part of me was like, oh, they're stuffed. Like, what are we going to do now? Like, far out. Like, no chance. But the other part of me is just like, well, I just got to execute everything now.
Yeah.
So, it probably might be hard, but I can do it. So that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's pretty cool to still go 885 with only really getting 2 squats in. So
yeah, especially when like your jumps for squats are like usually like 20 and up.
Yeah.
Like
so states, I think I
really...
went like 210, 330. Oh, sorry, 310, 330.
330. Yeah, 350. Yeah.
Yeah, nearly just told you I took a. Sorry.
Were you trying to replicate that at Nats?
Yeah. So like, rewind it back a little bit. It was only 10 weeks between states and Nats.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty competitive with myself. So, I was like 900, you wait, everyone's going to see me drop a 930 now. As I said, I'll go hard looking at things like that and then be a grown up about it and accept what's there on the day. But it's only 10 weeks. So I had a block where I really pushed volume on my secondary day. Yeah. And that's where my knee flared up. Right. And then and probably pushed it too hard. I did a set of 290 for 7, big PB. Oh. Yeah. But my knee was annoying me at that point. And then I don't think I recovered from that very well. So I think I literally carried fatigue from that set through to Nats almost. And then I peaked like a moron. So I've learned a bit about
lifting like an idiot again.
Oh, yeah. If Kelly listens to this, yeah, embarrassing. But we've learned a lot. Like, I think I'm a big sub-max guy now. I need to not go RPE 9 final lifts. So, like, my final lift, things were looking good for squats. My final lift, I was thinking 350, 360 range. Yeah. Loaded up 355 and just got stuck halfway. Almost ground it, but got stuck. I missed it. And that fried that whole session, fried my legs. I just felt rank after that. Also hurt my knee a bit more. So I don't want to harp on about the knee, but it's
how's it right now?
Right now, so last night I had an MRI. So history on it. I blew out my ACL at 14. So playing Aussie rules. Then I did it real bad. Then a year later, I had a fair whack of meniscus removed as well. So that's arthroscopically. So there's a bit of like permanent swelling almost, like a regular amount of swelling I always have. Got a huge cyst behind my knee, a Baker's cyst. But it's usually not so bad, but I think I just like maybe pushing the volume a little bit. Again, something I've got to learn, but I think pushing something too hard gave it a big flare up. So it's just not settling down, but I'm getting on top of it before Worlds now, so no excuses.
Yeah, I mean, on the day we just got to show up, right?
Oh, yeah, well, exactly. That's why I had to do it nationals too. So
yeah, and with your nationals total, you hit the total, which was required. It's sort of like our Capino, where you needed to hit the qualifying total to qualify you for Lithuania. Yeah. So had you lifted a single kilo lesser, we wouldn't be on this podcast right now.
Yeah, I know. It was funny. I hit my final bench. Yeah. And Kelly just sort of looked and said, "Oh, so what's the?" And I just was like 342. Like I knew the second I racked it, 342. We're gonna do it. Right. So, yeah.
You did the math in your head.
Yeah, these are all PB numbers on the platform too. Yeah. So I probably might have been able to squeeze more out of bench to take the pressure off Dead a little bit, but the risk of missing that was too much. So it became an execution game. Yeah.
So going to Lithuania, it's your second international coup. What are your expectations and your goals leading up to it? Like you said, 930, 2,000 pounds, all those arbitrary numbers, but what do you want?
Yeah, look, this block I'm currently on, I haven't really set any goals, which is a bit weird for me, but I'll know more later. I need to get back in the 900s again. don't think I really have any excuse not to.
Yep.
How much? I don't know. I really want to get into the A group at Worlds. Actually, share the platform with Jesus and watch him squat.
Was that the goal at Nationals?
Partially, we about a week out, we knew that it might be a bit tough. We thought around 9:30 might be enough to sneak in.
Yeah.
But again, it's a big jump in 10 weeks from
Naki
10,900. So
yeah,
I would have been happy to chuck it on the deadlift and have a crack, but
you'd rather go to Worlds, right? Like, you'd rather be in B group than like be sitting at home.
Yeah, who cares? Not going because I need to just keep getting better, man. I'm just not good enough yet, to be honest. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day. That's the big goal going forward.
That's the next stepping stone, right? Like, you're always looking for like your next goal to work towards, and 2,000 pounds. That's prime time. Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah. So I'll keep pushing. I think it's the key. Chase the little arbitrary numbers that seem cool and push that total up more and more.
Yeah. And speaking of Worlds, right?
Yeah.
How have your flights and accommodations been? Like, have you settled them with like the
Terrible. Accommodations good because IPF organise it.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, and so they've tightened up the rules on that. So like last year, I roomed with Jonesy.
Yeah.
We were in Airbnb, which is great. You can have a kitchen. You can cook your food. I'm pretty stressed about food. I think I don't know if I mentioned on here or just to you before, but getting enough for me is like everyone else's water cut. Like it's, you got
to eat basically.
Yeah, if you have an interview with Yuki like later on, ask him about what he remembers about me at Worlds, and it'll be like eating 2 kilos of roast potato that I bought from across the road to get my carbs in. Like,
oh my god,
a liter of orange juice or something like that. But so like last year we could do that, but this year we can't. We're in the hotel, so I'm staying at I think it's called like Spa Hotel. It's got I know it's got a pool. Exciting.
Does it have a spa?
Get me steps in. I guess so. Lithuania looks a bit strange, man, but I'm excited to see it. So accommodation sorted though, but flights from Perth it's terrible. Especially when you need the extra leg room.
Yeah.
Hopefully no one's sitting next to me either, so I can get the shoulders.
Do you have to upgrade to premium economy when like you fly to Worlds, or?
I just squish myself in most of the time, but the extra legroom seats are a must. My knees will hit the chairs in front of me.
Right.
So that hurts. That hurts after a couple of hours. I found a way to like squish my legs under the chair in front of me, but I've got to be trusting that the person in front of me doesn't like just crush them or something. So.
Oh my god. Yeah. So all the best to the person flying with you, man.
Oh yeah. On the way back from Nationals, I booked myself in some extra leg room, and this like husband and wife they came in, and I was booked in like the middle seat, and they were either side of me, and they were just like, "Oh no, can we swap?" yeah, please. I just like either side of them, like.
Oh my god. It's sort of like that one meme where like Eddie Hall was on the plane, just took up the entire row.
Oh man. Pretty much. I mean, I'm only. Yeah. I don't know how should Eddie weigh. I don't know. I
think it's like peak was like 190, 180.
Oh, I still got a fair bit on me then. I don't think I could go that big. Oh my god.
Right. So we did talk about your expectations for Worlds.
Yeah.
We did talk about your flights and accommodations, and I think to wrap it all up, let's talk about like your plans for the future post Worlds. So, as of now, do you have any?
Oh, big off season, I think. wouldn't mind a week or
nice
two off, and then just I love training. Like I'll probably like see Jesus do something crazy at Worlds and be really excited again and push hard again. And yeah, no, have a break from like so many competitions. Last year I had to compete like 3 times before I even got to, I think, states. Was that right?
Why is that so?
Old federation had like rules on qualification, so I had to do like a local. Oh no, I had to do local, states, and then nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's just local and nationals, right?
Well, I think Worlds counts as the local.
Oh, okay. So you can get your qualifying total from Worlds.
I mean, it would make sense. I'll double check, but
yeah.
I hope so.
I think in Singapore, in powerlifting Singapore, our federation, they do allow us to use any total as long as it's within 1 year.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to use the world's total to qualify me for
nationals.
For nationals. I mean,
nationals.
Yeah, I'm a big dude too. So like, you know, like peaking for a 900 4 times a year is just gonna
it's gonna break
you. Bet me out. Yeah. So big off season, and then hopefully redeem myself with a better competition at nationals and with a few people around, hopefully, and hoping just to keep the ball rolling and keep chipping away at a bigger total.
Yeah, can't wait to see you hit like your goals, man. Like I know you have these huge goals. Like I don't know if 1,000 will ever be a thing, but like if you do hit it, I'll be really happy for you.
Oh, yeah. I've taken a fair bit of like inspiration listening to Steve talk about his own training on here. But you know, like I don't know, my mentality is now that like it'll happen. I just need to keep pushing. Yeah, it will happen sometime. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, 1,000 will happen.
Yeah.
Just depends on when.
That's right.
Then I might retire. Who knows?
not 1,100.
Maybe. Yeah, no. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Maybe I'll cut down to 120s.
All right. Yeah. So
big cut by then. Far out.
Yeah, because how heavy do you weigh now?
Low 140s.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta cut. That's a lot, man.
20 2-hour weigh-in. That's a lot of spitting.
20 kilos of spit.
Oh God.
Right. So I guess that concludes the episode. Like, do you have anything else you would like to share with us?
I guess I shout out Strength Club, so I should probably shout out my friends at Raw. Love training there. You're all a good bunch of people, so thank you. And thanks for having me on. And hopefully I'll see you at somewhere soon.
Yeah, when you fly over, just hit me up, man.
Yeah, I think I'm going to KL, not Singapore though.
Right. Yeah, it's all good, man.
Many layovers.
Yeah, just a matter of when, like you said.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah. Well, is Singapore in Oceania?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like it's Southeast Asia, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it might have been in the IPF Oceania, but no, it'd be in Asia. Right. That makes sense. Don't teach geography. I teach chemistry and physics, just so everyone on here knows. So.
Yeah. So I guess that concludes the end of the episode of Perth Podcasts, Athlete Things, Road to Worlds 2024, Lithuania. So thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.